Okay, there is a very good question about the language, and especially English language. This is a question I've received many times about the English language. Someone is asking, Bile Muhammad is saying, hello sir, I want to ask you one question. My question is, for those people who do not know English and they are the lottery winners, what can it happen, whatever, kind of that. So, number one, in the regulations to apply and to participate in the DV lottery, there is no any requirement, there is no any instruction which says applicant must know English language. You can come here speak Arabic, you do not know even a single word of English, there is no problem. You can come from Spanish English country, you can speak Luganda, you can speak Igbo, you can speak Swahili, you can speak Kikuyu, it doesn't matter what language you speak. But on the interview, that is a different case. On the interview, the interviews are in English. If you want to speak your language, Swahili, Arabic, Kikuyu, Kisi, whatever language you want to speak, your language, you need to have a interpreter. So when you receive the DSC-260, the information, the second notification letter that you are going to the interview, you are allowed to contact the embassy. They put there, if you need to have interpreter, inform the embassy and send the information of the interpreter. Don't show up at the embassy on that day without interpreter. That's number one. And you will never be denied the visa just because you do not know English. Never. Don't confuse the green card lottery visa, which you'll be getting that day, versus if you say, I'm going to study. If you are coming to study, yes, they want you to prove that you speak English or you know English. That's why even on the I-20 it is written, this person, prospective student, is capable of English because they wanted the test of English as a foreign language, or you have agreed you will be taking the test to prove that, whatever the measure they are going to use. But on the green card visas, you are not required to know English. And even with the interview, you are not required to speak English. But the documents, first of all, you are going to submit must be translated in English. If they're not in English, you'll go to with the original language, the original document, and the translated document here on the interview date. The same way when you send to the KCC, Kentucky Consular Center, you have to do the same thing. But in addition to that, if whether you do not know English or you are not confident, trust me, there are some people have never maybe, you know English, but you are not confident, like this is the interview of your life. Why do you need to risk? If you know for sure you don't have the confidence, like kind of that, you have never spoken to a typical American accent, there is nothing, there is no shame. And they're not going to say, oh, whatever. You can go there, hi, yes, I speak English, but I'm not confident enough. I've come with my interpreter. As long as you send the name and the details of the interpreter in advance, that I'll come with the interpreter. They are not going to act against you. And if you are going to get the interpreter, please don't just get it because he's your friend. Find a professional interpreter or someone you know for sure is good, is having better English, better a command of the language than you. Because you can bring someone there and the American accent comes through the window. Remember, there is a window with the mirror. Then it comes there and the interpreter might not understand. Let me give you the funny thing about the interpreter. It happened in Tanzania. There is what we call Sullivan Foundation. It's a big foundation of the rich people, famous people. Usually they go almost every country or many countries in Africa to, it's mostly like a black, is going to create awareness, business, investment. So the superstars from Hollywood, everybody goes there to that kind of conference. In 2007, 2008, when I was still in Tanzania, that conference was in Tanzania. So in that conference, so they brought in the interpreter. What funny was, it was the time of Chris Tucker, whatever, to talk about it. So Chris Tucker was talking. Because he's speaking American accent or American English, plus is he black, plus is he speaking not like this educative language, is he speaking like, how is he speaking like in the movie, like he's whatever he's talking. The interpreter, who is Tanzanian, didn't understand a single word Chris Tucker was talking about. So interpreter was going to Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson was there. So was going to Jesse Jackson. So Jesse Jackson takes the Chris Tucker black American English to a normal English, and the interpreter takes that normal English from Jesse Jackson to say to the people. So it was so confusing until they fired the interpreter because it was. So bring interpreter who is capable. Bring interpreter who knows. Not just because he's your friend. Your friend can risk you opportunity because can ask you a question interpreter cannot be able to understand. But don't worry about it. The interview at the US Embassy is very easy, especially the green card lottery visa interview. They speak the simple, normal language. They're not going to use the technical term or the typical American culture language. They use the normal language because they're not there to trick you. Where are you going? Who is your host? So it's not like they're going there, they just talk like 5 minutes for you to understand. It's just a simple question. Are you married? Do you have kids? If yes, what are their names? Are they in school? Which state are you going? Those kind of things. So they're not going to ask. But if you are not confident enough, don't risk it. Just go with the interpreter. Will make your life very, very easy.